Hi everyone. Today in the Huckleberry Garnet Rock Shop, I wanted to show you some of the garnet that Kenneth had run through the muriatic acid. There's a few crystals in here and some broken pieces, as you can see. We're going to start the process here and run these through our tumblers. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to load up 12 pounds of this, okay? And we're going to run it through our big tumbler here. And I'm going to let that run with the coarse grit here for about 7 days. And then we're going to take a pause here and I'll show you what that looks like. As you can see here, I've emptied this out, and sorry for the pause there. I had to get my thoughts together. Doing these videos is something I'm not really used to. So we ran this through for about 5 days in our big 12-pound tumbler. And as you can see, some of it looks okay. Other parts of it, it has a little bit of fractures and things still left in it. But I'm going to go ahead and take just a sampling of this, and we'll run it through the mini tumbler. It's a little 2.5-pound tumbler. I'll run that through on coarse for probably 8 days at speed 3, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. So I have my 2.2 pounds, or my kilogram. I don't want to overload my little mini tumblers because they can only hold up to 2.5 pounds. So we'll go ahead and put this in my barrel. I have this one specifically for coarse grit. Now, some of these do look okay, but I think it would be good to run them through a second time just to clean them up just a little bit more. That way at the end, yeah, it's a duplication of effort a little bit on coarse grit, but it'll make them look pretty good on the final product. So I'm using 1.5 ounces here of coarse grit per pound of garnet. This jar here has my coarse grit plastic pellets that I use for filler in here to add up to about within 1 inch of the top. This way I can reuse them. I strain them off and then put them back in the jar where it's labeled. We'll go ahead and fill this up with the water. Now make sure that this rim here is free of any debris or grit, anything like that, so we get a nice seal. As with all tumblers, you want to make sure that your inner lid here is down all the way against the rim and meets flush. I'm going to make sure that my lid's on here nice and tight. I have it labeled C for coarse, that way I know which barrel I'm using every time. We're going to put this on our cool stone little mini tumbler. I like these so far because I can set the amount of days that I want it to run and also the speed. So we're going to set this, I'm going to run this one for 8 days, okay, at speed 3. And we'll take a look at that in another video, and I'll show you what that looks like and what I use for the rinse process and what I use to scoop out my little plastic pellets with. Thank you.